Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and having good health. So, in today's lecture, we will discuss about the two properties of the liquids. The number one property we have it is the diffusion of the liquids. That how do the liquids diffuse? So, we will discuss it. Let's start. You must know that what does mean by the diffusion. So, basically, diffusion it is the property of the liquids as well it is also the properties of the gases. Diffusion it is the movement of liquids from the region of high concentration to the region of low concentration. Now what does mean by the from the region of high concentration to the region of low concentration? It's mean that if we have a liquid at one place it is more liquid and on the other place we have less liquid. Then the liquid from both sides started to move towards the less concentration or less quantity. So this is mainly the process of diffusion. So the diffusion can also be happen in the liquids. Why this is going to be happen? This is because the particles in the liquids are in continuous state of motion. They are in continuous state of motion. When they are moving continuously, then the molecules of the liquid will move from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. So the molecules can mix up with the other liquids. When they are going to mix up with the other liquids, they will form a mixture, and that mixture we called it as a homogeneous mixture. For example, in this picture you can see that we have a conical flask A. It was having first the simple water, then we add just few drops of blue ink in it. The start we see that the blue ink is in the specific portion, but after some time it started to spread out in the whole solution and the whole started to blue in color. So this spreading of the liquid into another liquid, this process we called it as the diffusion process. So this is the simple diffusion, the spreading of the liquid from high concentration to low concentration, because in this area we have higher concentration and in this area we have no concentration of the blue liquid, so the ink started to spread out. After spreading, the whole solution will becomes a homogeneous mixture. So this is the simple diffusion of the liquids, and the reason I have already explained, it is due to the continuous motion of the particles of liquid. Okay, next we have the second property of the liquid. This is the mobility of the liquids. That how the liquids are mobile, or what does mean by the mobility of the liquid. Basically, when we have a look, the kinetic energy of the matter, we can say that are consisting of the liquids. They are in constant motion. When all the molecules are in constant motion or in the state of motion, so their mobility means their movement of the liquids. So the movement of the liquids depends upon the energy of the molecules. Energy of molecules. When the molecules have high energy, then their mobility is high. And when they have low energy or less energy, then their mobility will be slow down or the low. And this is the, you can say that if the mobility is high, it's mean their energy is high, and if their mobility is low, then their energy is low. For example, when we increase the temperature, so if we are going to increase the temperature, then the mobility, or we can say that the second name for this we use, it is the fluidity of the liquids is gonna to be increase. And what is the reason behind this? Because they have kinetic energy, and by increasing the temperature, their kinetic energy increases and they started to move more fast. So due to the property of the mobility of the liquids, we can see that they can travel along through the pipe from one area to the another area. So this is mainly, we can say that it is called the mobility of the liquids. So simple, if we have a look on the diffusion or the mobility of the gases, so this is their main properties of the, due to their kinetic energy or due to their movement of the molecules. Next, if we talk about the density of the gases or the density of the liquids. In the previous lesson, we have learned that the gases are less dense. Basically, density by the formula we have, density is equal to mass per unit volume, and the liquids have high density as compared to the gases, because in the liquids when we have a look on the molecules, they are more closer to each other, and when we have a look on the gases, their molecules are far apart, so gases are less dense. Liquids density is high as compared to the gases density. So this is all about today's lecture. If you guys have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section, and in the next section we will discuss about the solid state of matter in detail. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.